Alright, what's up everybody? This is John again. I know I've got a few subscribers on the channel here, and a few people have looked at the one video I've done. I'm going to go ahead and start doing more videos here. When I got a couple of videos, I've got that truck up in the background will be another video. That is actually the Traxxas TRX6 hauler. But we're going to do a video on it also. But the one I want to show you is actually this truck. This is the Sin Racing F450. This truck does not look stock by any means anymore. So anybody that knows these trucks, you can tell just by looking at it, there's been quite a bit done to this thing already. But anyhow, we're going to go ahead and get into it. I mean, y'all see the plow on it. We'll get that here in just a second. But what I did right off the get-go was, well, first thing I did, because I knew I was going to be putting the plow on this truck, so I did change the radio out. As you can see, it's the Radio Link 6-channel. Needed to be able to have enough channels to control the plow also, and the stock radio on this, to be honest, wasn't the greatest, so I went ahead and changed it. But I went ahead and went with, like I said, the Radio Link 6-channel. Yeah, there is it's an RC6GS version 2 of it. Had an old receiver box laying around, this old Traxxas receiver box. I needed something bigger to be able to put the other receiver, the receiver in it. Ran all the wiring. It is waterproof. So that was done just with the new radio. I did go ahead and do, it's got the gooseneck made by Chaos in it. Did that. That is actually for this big trailer right here. Made a gooseneck trailer so I can haul some of the RCs, which I got a little collection of them here. But anyhow, I did the gooseneck hitch on it. Went around and around and around with different hitches to be able to be put on the back of this, because I pull, there's the other trailer, just an enclosed. The plastic ones kept breaking, so I went with H-Tech aluminum hitch for it. Right there's their name. It is all aluminum. Comes with the extenders. Puts the hitch right at the back of the bed instead of being tucked up under it like it was originally. It's the extenders for it. I will let you know, I did the same thing on the front. This is part of the hitch now. I had 2 of those hitches, so I did the front extension on it also to bring the front of it out to where the plow would mount also. But it does have H-Tech's 40mm lift on it. Went ahead and put that on there. I've had a couple different style of shocks. What I'm currently running, and I like them, I went ahead and switched them over to the dual spring after I did the plow on the front. Still not 100% happy with the way this is, but it's a lot better than just the single spring. There's a lot of weight with this plow on the front, but these are RC 4-wheel drive. They're 130mm shocks. So did set the truck. The truck stands with the way the body sits and the lift and everything on it and the bigger tires. It's 12.5 inches from the ground to the top of the cab when the body's on. So did make it quite a bit taller. Still handles really well. I mean, the plow on the front does change the handling characteristics of it right now, but I wanted to be able to play around in the snow with it this year. So did that. All of these, I ordered the lift kit and the hitch extenders from H-Tech itself. Everything else, the shocks, I got through Amazon. Tires and wheels are just a cheap, I think they were like 35 bucks is what I paid through Amazon. I bought the Radio Link radio through Amazon, so I mean, that's all of it. Still has the stock motor in this, stock gears. I mean, I haven't changed anything on this truck. I'm just gonna leave it the way it was, try it out, see how I like it. I mean, I've had it out hauling the trailers with it, cars on the trailers. It does good. So I mean, did that. All the wiring, I did go ahead. All of this is, you can see the little connectors. I mean, everything's covered. It's heat shrinked on all the connectors and everything, trying to keep all the water out of it I can. But The only thing I did, like I said, the receiver with the Radio Link radio has 2 antennas on it. I wanted somewhere to mount them, so I stuck little pieces of aluminum I had, bought the little antenna holders, and just mounted them on the side. There's one on each side there just for the antennas. But other than that, the wireless winch controller for the plow. Like I said, this was off of Amazon. I don't really, as far as putting the brand, there's so many different ones out there. Everybody likes different ones. So, I mean, I'm not going to go into all that. The winch itself was off of Amazon. It's the only one that I could find at the time that ran dual motors and an actual metal cable instead of the nylon cables in them. So I still got to button up some wiring. I have not bought the actual light kit for this truck specific, so it just has the little plow lights here on the front, and then I put a couple of lights on the back on the bumper, just for some kind of light to it. But that is, I believe, everything as far as the truck goes. Like I said, the lift kit, the 130mm shocks, the new radio system in it, the extenders for the rear for the hitch. Like I said, that was H-Tech. H-Tech 40mm lift. Wheels and tires off Amazon. Just a cheap, like I said, a little $30 set of monster truck tires, wheels and tires. The only thing you will have to, they were not glued, so you have to glue those so they don't spin on the rim. But other than that, first off, the plow is made by a gentleman that no longer makes them, so I'm not even gonna say the guy's name, just because I mean, there's no sense in even bother. He does not make them anymore. He's retired from doing them. But plow was a little on the expensive side, but if you just looking at this, the quality of this and the way everything, I mean, this is made like more of a realistic style plow. It is a V plow, fully functioning, up, down, left, right, scoop, V mode. I mean, I'll run through all that here in just a second, but did that. And like I said, it does have, on my particular application, I just used the other H-Tech hitch that I had and extended it out the front so I could mount the winch. This actually, if I take these 2 screws out of here, I can pull this whole front plate that takes the whole winch off the truck, and then it takes the whole plow off the truck. And it leaves just my winch on the front, which is fine because I can still use that in the summertime, whatever, when I'm not got the plow on it. But everything worked out really well on it. We've not had any snow yet, but I mean, it functions as it should. Everything sits the way it should. I did have to do some modification to it just because it was not meant to mount on a lifted truck. I mean, it was made for this truck, but not being lifted. It was made for the standard height of it. So, but anyhow, we're going to get this turned on here real quick, and we'll show you the operations of the plow. Alright, as far as the plow, just have the wireless remote for the winch. That's just so you can lift it, and then everything, the up and down, straight, scoop, back to straight. I can tilt right, left, and the V. So I mean, it is a fully functioning plow. The guy that actually made this set it up. I mean, you got a removable, which in my case I have to leave the weight block on this. My truck is lifted, so I had to run a few extra braces. The weight block is actually, it is removable, but with mine, I'm just leaving it on there because it uses that as a mounting point for me to be able to mount some side supports here, just because all of this is down under here. It's not centered and everything, so wanted some support here to keep it from pushing under. But did that. Like I said, I mean, it does, the weight of the plow does sink it down quite a bit, but I did have to turn these all the way. I mean, they are all the way down, but might look into something different there. But I just wanted to throw a quick video out of what, I mean, there's been some time and money spent in this, getting the lift kit, the wheels, the tires, the new radio, the plow. This plow was actually, it is one of his, what he had as a production plow, what he was making, but it's made as an oversized, just because I wanted it to look scale. I didn't want something that was going to, I wanted something that was going to fit the look of the truck. And I'll switch this back around. I mean, if you look at it, I mean, it is actually wider than the truck, so it will clear the snow and not have to worry about it pushing back. I push snow also. That's something I do with my regular full-size truck. So I wanted something that looked scale and actually would clear the path wider than the truck. Not have to worry about the little tires pushing snow back into a path that's already cleared. And then just the scale of it, I mean, it is oversized by a little bit. He made it taller and wider just to fit the truck, so everything would still look the way it was supposed to. But like I said, everything on this, with the exception of the hitches and the lift kit, was all stuff I got off of Amazon. It's just, I don't know what else to say. I like the way it turned out. It's a pretty cool looking little truck. But anyhow, we're going to have some videos of that running in the snow once we can get some snow here in Indiana. So we'll get that. As soon as we get some snow, I'll get another video out of it actually running in the snow and pushing snow. But anyhow, just wanted to give you a quick video there. I know we're 11 minutes in, but I say quick. But any comments or anything, leave them down below and I'll get back with you. Appreciate you watching. Thanks.